Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Two teams that have met at least twice a year since 1932. The Lions and Packers underway from Lambeau. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Time with Johnson, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Lion ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. And it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
First down, Detroit.
For the first time with DeAndre Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Back at the 45-yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
$13 yards remaining on 2nd down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. But just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So that'll back him up 5. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Stafford. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
Second and 9. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down right.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd and 9.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively. And then they got hit with that big play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Danny Shelton made
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You gonna take. You got take.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there. First down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13.
Check 15. Check 15. Jump out.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On first down, Muhammad. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Lions nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On second down, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there.
Carry on.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
It's caught. Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down.
A gain of 14.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11 now. Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. He's going to look deep down the field. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. A give to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
So many times someone's success is the product of a lot of things coming together really well. And for Aaron Jones in 2019, it all came together for him. He stayed healthy, was on the field for all 16 games, got handed the ball 100 more times last year, and as an end result, broke 1,000 yards in a season rushing for the first time in his career.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. Here's second and 10. They'll run with Muhammad. Room here to run. The 20. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers add on to their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And the Lions.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, there's zero doubt that the Detroit Lions like Kerryon Johnson's ability, but he's been dinged up a little bit in his first 2 years in the NFL, so they went out and used a day 2 pick this past year. on DeAndre Swift, the rookie runner out of Georgia, hoping, I think, to pair them together and maybe send a message. But I think if Kerryon Johnson can stay on the field, he could be an awfully productive back in the NFL.
Hands to Kerryon Johnson.
Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings
on 2nd and 7. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 at over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Kevin King. It's a gain of 4.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Stafford to his second-year tight end Hawkinson for a Lion first down.
13 yards.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hawkinson, he was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. 2 yards the loss. Second and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Packers' 13-yard line.
Second and 12. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Stafford. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. From 13 yards out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's got Lewis. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to Mercedes Lewis. Out of bounds just past midfield.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, he's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Aaron Jones. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Go! Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Incomplete. Intended for Mercedes Lewis. Results
on 4th down, here's Green Bay's 3rd-year punter, J.K. Scott. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Matt Prater to kick off.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. And the 3rd quarter will start with a touchback as that one lands in the end zone. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was pump the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Again, it's Jones. 2 yards, good enough for a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
26. Yes, Mike. Coming. 58, right over there, right over there. 30. 58, right there. I'm coming.
The give is to Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The handoff to Aaron Jones.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll throw with Rodgers. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Jamie Collins came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to go down again. Julian Okwara brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Lions will take over.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now Scarborough. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now, looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Their own 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 96 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Yards to go.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Loss of 2.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
And they worked this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, Muhammad. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
For a Green Bay.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
The keeper. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Now, to be frank, a silly penalty there trying to block the field goal, and that leads to a fresh set of downs. Now a give, right side, Muhammad. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A 39-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, Swift. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Good job over there, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Push him back. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
And he lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm here all day. Check. Crunch. 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 Run right. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Coming to you. Coming to you.
Rodgers throwing here. It's caught here by Adams. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers add 6 to their lead.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get...
It's caught at the 10. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. That they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers add on to their lead. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to. Oh, a hit! He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground, and the Packers pick it up, and that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Stafford's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.